Oh my word.
He's 12-6.
Unbelievable. I'm telling you.
He's double positive.
It's that liquid phase connection. It's that bad blood, you know. Once a phase, always a phase. Once a clan member, always a clan member. You're part of phase stand forever.
The thing is, it's one of those situations where Cameraman is on M80, but he was on phase for such a long time that there's always going to be that link.
Well,
you know,
5 years?
There's always going to be that link. It was one of the longest standing rosters, and when it's a derby like this, and when he's playing against a team he has played tens of times in regular BR and in international competitions around the world, and then for him to pop off here and now, it is beautiful to see. Tactical timeout there from Liquid, maybe a little bit late. The M80 round, the M80 timeout was good for a tactical timeout. Like you say, you've got to get it used. Maybe not wanting to break the momentum earlier on in the fixture, because you know Liquid have had spells of looking on top in this matchup, but for the time being, it is going to be Matchpoint to M80.
3 rounds in a row, M80 came back.
Yeah,
6-4.
it's impressive.
Liquid, like, yeah, they look good now, but honestly, M80 refusing to give up, refusing to know when they're beat. Liquid on the attack. They go above. This has been, again, one of those, it's a weird one. Whenever we seen M80 defend it, where they weren't really interested on, you know, they weren't really interested in being that kind of hindrance strategy where you try and stop those walls from being opened up. You just gave Liquid way too much control. And then the round that we've seen previously from M80, they knew exactly what Liquid were going to do. Liquid didn't adapt. You know, they knew that they were going to have to deal with Paulie below with the Deimos, and they worked around that. So I think now it's the pressure on Liquid. They can't do the same thing again because M80 are onto that.
And if they try and do the same thing again, then you know that all you got to do is ban a book against Liquid on Nighthaven, and you're going to have an easier time of things because you've just got a Deimos to deal with below. We'll see how Palu chooses to use it. Just because he's locked the Deimos in doesn't tell us exactly where and how he's going to play it. Bit of early info available for Lagonis here, and he's going to pass that over to Nesk, but it isn't going to be good enough. It doesn't matter. What he should have said was he should have said, watch out, cameraman's there, steer clear.
Are we back in 2021 watching, you know, Nesk and cameraman just go at it time after time? It is incredible to see, but Liquid dropping the ball, losing the first engagement. M80 have the man advantage. They have the extra man that they can do whatever they want with. And look at Polu. He's going to try and go for that same ID again, using the Vendetta to try and open up these vertical angles. But we know M80, they're ready for that.
Yeah, they're not going to fall victim to that again. C4 on the floor just to open up a big angle there.
Oh,
Cameraman's actually going to drop the hatch. No, he lands in his lap.
There was a moment I was thinking, maybe they could just send a guy down the hatch to kill him, but I was like, no, you don't do that to Paulo and think you get away with it. He's too smart for that. Way too smart for that.
You've got to do something else at the same time if you're going to be given a chance to get a kill, and it has leveled things back up here. The mirror window can now be open. The lion scan's coming out. These defenders are going to start to feel this punch, but the attackers, they are still light when attacking into this site. Palu remains downstairs. He's got a long rotation to go and get himself back into this fight if needed. And these staircases are being watched very intently.
They're just trying to get Kino out of this position. This is where the buck would be huge right now for Liquid if they had that, but M80 banned it for that reason, to allow Kino to play in this position. A shotgun close to E-Box door is very difficult to deal with. He's not moving his feet. He's just waiting for them to come to him. But Liquid, you need to make the push now. You still have some utility with the Grim that you can utilize, but Lion is out of his E1D. Lagonis barely misses a kill onto Spoit, but M80 are standing firm. It's Kino. Kino's the danger man, Ollie. They need to kill him.
Lagonis is going to try and push up a bit more aggressively, but there's a great long line of sight. Kino, he will go down. Spoit, Noodle, find one apiece. Citizen joins in. Palu, he's rotating himself up fish stairs. He's got to find 3 here in 19 seconds. Won't get past the first. Noodle there to take him down. M80, they're going to win in overtime.
Oh, Noodle, as liquid as ever. Sorry for the pun, but he just moved through that bomb site like water, just taking swing after swing, because he was untouched for pretty much the entirety of that round. He was over towards Fish. Nobody from Liquid was interested in Fish, and then you're allowed to then just swing and use, you know, just that full healthy man. He was sitting in the back doing, you know, really not a lot. and Liquid, the time gets away from them. Kino, even though he didn't kill anyone, he caused them so many issues. They banned the Buck for that very reason. Buck kills that guy 10 times out of 10. But without that Buck, they don't have that luxury. And Kino just burns down that time, and it just gets away from Liquid in the end.
You can see there fist bumps all around, all happy days after the game, but when you're in the server, it is a different beast entirely, and these two were going at it. An overtime game, something you love to see inside of the Swiss. It's as far as we can draw it. I'd love for them all to be best of threes, but we'd be here for months just doing a major. So you've got to rattle on through these games. That's going to put M80 into the 1-0 bracket, and that is going to put Liquid into the 0-1 bracket. This is